On this side, of course, again, we want to be just under 3 3¾ give or take. And that's about right there, I think. Let's check back on the other side again, just to verify that these are lined up. Now that I've played with the other side, this one is a little bit out. This is almost on 3. So it wouldn't be lined up. Let's check our chain tension. Chain tension looks to be pretty good. It's about 1.5 centimeters, maybe. 1.5 centimeters movement, so that's pretty good. Let's make sure the other side lines up exactly right. We now have both sides lined up. So this is just under 3, and the other side is just under 3. They're both exactly the same. So now what I need to do is, I need to carefully tighten up the lock bolt that's on the back, that's on this right here. Now I don't want to adjust, don't change this guy, because this is what's keeping us lined up. So I'm just going to tighten up the lock bolt. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way again. Both ways are the wrong way. Alright. Nice and snug. Nice and snug. You don't want this stuff coming apart. There we go. One side. Let's do the other side. Okay, you can see this guy's just under 3. So it's lined up just right. So now let's tighten up this one too, the same as we did the other side. 14 on the inside, 12 on the outside. There you go, nice and snug. Now if I can advise you, if I may, every step that you do in this, you should check your chain tension, because this is what it's all about, is checking your chain tension. So you should check it again. And here you go, look, it's around 2 centimeters. Some might say it's a little loose. It's good for me. I find that if they're too tight, it'll wear your chain out a little quicker, so I tend to be a little bit on the loose side. So now I've checked the chain tension after I've tightened both lock bolts. Now I'm going to tighten up the axle bolt. Now the next step for this is to tighten up this axle bolt. So here we go. We're going to use once again the wrench that's from the tool kit. If you don't have it, no big deal. Now this one here, you don't want to over tighten it, because this is tightening in on all of your bearings and things. So you want to snug it in, good snug, no question, but not overdo it. Now, don't trust my word on all this stuff, because I'm not a professional mechanic. So please refer to other people or sites or your manual to make sure you get other opinions. Don't just trust me. Okay, one more little snug. There you go. Now, I can see straight down through. Oh, by the way, I should mention, before you do this, make sure that the eye that your collar pin is going to go through is facing upwards. It's really tough to get these guys going in this way on these bikes. So make sure he's up and down, and then your collar pin will just slide right straight down through. And I've got the teeth in the bolt lined up now with my collar pin hole, so I can just slip them right in. This is the collar pin I took out, and it looks pretty good. It's pretty good shape. It's not damaged in any way, not cracked or anything. I had a new one here to put into it, but you know, this one's okay, so I'm going to put the old one back in again. We're going to go from the bottom up. Come on. There you go. You pull them all the way up through, and you twist one way and one the other way, and there you go. Now I like to bend these things in out of the way, because you can hook in your pants, and you can scratch your fingers and stuff like that. So I like to tuck in those sharp edges in out of the way. They're beating up my exhaust pipe, of course, too. There you go. Yeah, nice and neat job. Now, last step, let's recheck the chain tension. So we've done everything. Now we need to recheck our chain tension to make sure we're still within the tolerance that we're supposed to be doing. And you can see it goes from, yeah, it's about 1.5 centimeters. About 1.5 centimeters. Perfect. Because our spec said between 1 and 2 centimeters. Well, thank you once again for joining us. I hope I have the confidence now to go ahead and tighten your own chain on your own bike. Remember, this technique that we did today applies to a lot of bikes out there. So check your manual, check your owner's manual or your server's manual, see how it's done, and it'll probably work for you too. Actually, by doing this podcast, I realized that I need to do another tutorial on how to wash your bike. So anyway, I'm Andrew Mercer. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you again next time.